On October 10th, on this day, Minato Namikaze of the 4th Hokage and the bloody habanero Kushina Uzumaki will have triplets, Naruto, Naruko, Menma. On Konohagakure no Sato Evening Street, there was a woman with blood-red hair, purple eyes and an oval face. She was wearing a sleeveless blouse with a high collar, a long green dress and standard shinobi sandals. Her name was Kushina Uzumaki. After some time, she saw her friend Mikoto Uchiha. Eyes and hair as black as the night itself give off a slightly blue color. She was wearing a brown jacket and skirt below the knees of dark blue and shinobi sandals. The woman also noticed Kushina. They began a conversation. "Oh my god, do you have a girl?" Uzumaki asked her friend, looking at the baby in her arms. "Yes," Mikoto replied. "How cute. What was her name?" Kushina asked and looked into her friend's face. "Her name is Sasuke." The woman answered the question with a cleaning smile on her face. So they were talking, but they were interrupted by Biwako, the wife of the 3rd Hokage. After some time in a bunker in an unknown place, the 4th Hokage's wife was giving birth there. Kushina was lying on the couch and screaming in pain, which gives and keeps the seal. Be patient with Kushin. Soon it will all be over, Biwako calms the expectant mother. Is she going to be okay? Minato asked worriedly. Yes, Sarutobi answered shortly. So 10 minutes passed and triplets were born, 2 boys and 1 girl. The younger one looked like his father, blonde with blue eyes and sharp facial features. The girl passed into her mother's red hair and blue eyes, oval face, without scars, unlike her older brother. The older one had red-yellow hair, half of the hair is red and the other is yellow, with small scars in the form of a mustache, and his eyes were black as night. "Can I take a look?" Minato asked, approaching the wife of the 3rd. "No." At first the mother refused him. "Okay," Namikaze drooped, "take a look at Kushin. They will become handsome in the future. I think girls will run after them, and there will be no end of grooms for their daughter," said the bivouac, and at the same time she put the parcels with the children to her mother. "Yes, they will be beautiful and strong." After the 4th began to strengthen the seal, but he hears a thud on the floor. Turning around, "I saw a man in a mask give the 4th Jinchuriki, or your children will die before they have lived 10 minutes, said the masked man. "Calm down." Excitement was heard in the voice. "I am completely calm, and you are not," said the masked man, and threw the elder, substituting kunai for him. Minato moved to the children and left kunai, but he hears that there is an explosion tag. Having moved the diapers to his kunai, and he left through Hiration to his home. Well, we all know what will happen there. It has just changed that Obito died when Rasengan hit. Moving on to sealing kurama, Minato started to fold the seal for the summoning of the god of death, but he is interrupted. "Minato, wait, I'll do it," Hiruzen said. "But the 3rd one is Sama." "No buts, my wife died, and my son is already living independently and I'm already old, and you have a family." "Good," said Minato, who sounded sorrowful. "Shiki Fujin." After Shinigami appeared, the 3rd pointed at the fox asterisk. The god of death nodded and sealed the entire fox in Naruto. After the sealing, a meeting of the clans took place. All the Konoha clans were present there. Minato started the meeting. The Konohagakure no Sato clan council is declared open. Who became Jinchuriki Kyubi? Asked the elder of Konoha, Shimura Danzo. "My eldest son, Naruto," answered the question of Hokage. "I suggest we give it to the root," Hamura suggested. After a brief argument, "I propose a vote," said Shikaku Nara. "Who is in favor of putting him in a shelter?" Minato asked. The heads of the Hyuga, Inozuka, Yamanako and Haruno clans raised their hands. "Who is in favor of him growing up in a family?" Hands raised all but the above listed. Well, that's the end of the meeting. Time skip 4 years today. The Uchiha family was supposed to come to visit the Hokage family. Kushina was cooking, Minato, Naruko and Menma were sitting and eating. A couple of minutes later Naruto came into the kitchen. No one paid any attention to him. "Mom, what are we going to eat?" Naruto asked the question. "What you cook, you will eat," Kushina answered coldly. After a short pause, the father added, "Fugaku and his family are coming to us today. So don't embarrass us." Menma and Naruko were delighted, but Naruto just looked into the void and left the house. Passing through the streets, people looked at him with contempt and hatred. Paula Blondin went to Ichiraka Ramen. There were the only people who did not take him. "Hello, old Tucci." Naruto greeted the shopkeeper. "Oh, Naruto, hi. What will you order?" Tucci replied, "I need 2 large meat ramen. Now." Tucci went to cook, as a strange man sat down to Naruto. He looked like this: a black jacket on the back with a skull pattern, around there was a sign in the form of a red black hole. The usual baggy pants. His hair was black, his eyes were red. There was nothing else remarkable about him. A minute of silence and the man spoke. "So you're Naruto Uzumaki?" Yes, Naruto was not Posebi. He thought that he would be beaten. "Are you afraid of me?" "No, sir. Idol is not used to having somnolent, except for his sister, someone communicates or talks." Done. Tucci brought ramen. And interrupted this awkward conversation. "Listen Naruto, don't you want to become a shinobi? I can teach you how to use techniques." The man suggested. "Really?" Uzumaki asked with hope in his eyes. "Of course, as soon as you finish, and immediately go to the landfill." After finishing the meal, our heroes went to an abandoned landfill. "By the way, sensei, what's your name?" In different ways the man thought usually they don't call me by my name, and no one wants to know him. I come very rarely and then not to everyone. Call me Himitsu. I see. Then the road was quiet, no one spoke. That's the polygon. So runs 10 laps around the polygon, 1 lap equals 1 kilometer, 20 push-ups, 30 squats, 20 on the president. Then 10 minutes of rest and so 5 approaches. Hi, Himitsu-sensei. After 4 hours, Naruto somehow stood on his feet. Great, now sit in the lotus position and start to awaken the enchantment. Naruto sat in the lotus position and began to meditate. After 1 hour. I felt it. What's next? Uzumaki shouted. Now disperse the chakra through the body, replied Hirako. This went on for quite a long time. Until Naruto passed out from fatigue, the subconscious Naruto was walking in a place similar to canalization. Here he is walking down a long corridor and sees a cage in the middle of which kanji, seal, was written. Coming closer, he saw a girl of about 18, with fiery hair and 9 tails. She was standing in front of the seal, and here's my jailer. What kind of power did you come for? Sorry to bother Kyubi-san, but I just happened to be here. Can you tell me where we are now? The guy looked at the tailed one quite calmly. Because of this, Kyubi was somewhere in space. They were not afraid of her, they did not ask for strength. Aren't you afraid of me? No, why should I be afraid of you? You are not a scary, but a very beautiful girl, Uzumaki smiled. Alya 32 is not a chapel Kyubi-san, but what is your name? Kyubi is a nickname, isn't it? These words brought Kitsune back to reality. Why do you need to know that? I want to be your friend. After a few seconds, Kurama, my name is Kurama. It's a beautiful name, and I'm Naruto. And where are we? We're in your subconscious. Is there any way to change it? Yes, just think about it. Naruto sat down in the lotus position and after 5 minutes everything around became a forest with a waterfall and a huge mountain, on which there was a huge house. Naruto, break the seal so we can communicate mentally. Uzumaki tore off a piece of the seal. And now go, otherwise your friend is waiting for you. Naruto was thrown out of consciousness. Good evening, why are we awake? Himitsu asked. What happened? The overload knocked you out. I see. Okay, tomorrow at this training ground at 6 o'clock in the morning, sensei, why is it so early? In order to become a shinobi, you need to train a lot. Understood? That's right. 1, 2, 3 and Himitsu disappeared in smoke. The boy got up and wandered to the house. Here Uzumaki is walking across the street and sees the light is on in the windows of his house and laughter is heard. Realizing that no one is waiting for him, he walks past the room with guests. He was surprised that everyone was bragging about their children, but they didn't even want to talk about him. They'll find out who they've abandoned yet, Blondin thought. Time skip 5 months. Today is October 10th, Naruto's birthday. Here at 6 o'clock in the morning, the boy has just finished doing a warm-up. Just then Himitsu appeared in front of Uzumaki. So what does the birthday boy do here? Hello, Himitsu-sensei. I just finished the warm-up. I gave a brief report to Naruto. Well done, and here's a gift from me. Himitsu passed the box to Blondin. Taking it, Naruto opened the lid. There were leaves for determining the elements. Sensei, please tell me. Before he could finish, he was interrupted. Yes, Naruto, we will study techniques. But first let's find out your elements. Take the sheets between your fingers and let the chakra into them. Naruto did as he was told, took 10 pieces of paper and put them between his fingers. The result, the first sheet, burned 0.2 nd leaf, wet 3 rd sheet, crumpled 4 th leaf, cut 5 th leaf, rotted 6 th leaf, rummaged through the bark of a tree. The 7th leaf became a black and bloody hole. Nothing happened to the rest. So it means the 5 basic elements, Makoto and a special genome. You're a genius. Himitsu summed up. Sensei, if it's clear with the element, with Makoto I can find scrolls, then how to use a black hole? Naruto asked the question. Easy, I own this genome, so don't worry. We're going to train Kato now, okay? Hi, Himitsu-sensei, after 12 hours. And so, tomorrow we will study the Suiton, then the Futon, then the Riton, later the Daton and at the end the Mokuton, Himitsu said. What about another genome? Uzumaki asked. I think in 4 years. And why is it so late? You're not strong yet. Using even the weakest technique of this genome will tear you into small pieces. Is that what you want? No, sensei. That's good. Tomorrow at the training ground at 5 o'clock. I'll tell you right away, the earlier we start, the more we'll learn. Remember? Yes, well done. While. After these words, Himitsu disappeared into Shunshin. It will be fun, Uzumaki thought. Naruto, enter the subconscious, Kurama asked. Okay. A second later, Uzumaki was standing in front of Kitsune. Congratulations on your birthday. The tailed one congratulated the boy. Thank you, the blonde man thanked Kurama and hugged him. After 2 hours. A boy of 5 to 7 years old is walking down the street. Those looks again. I'll show you who you hate. Blondin thought. When he entered the house, he saw all the heads of the clan and their children. Sakura and Ino stuck to Menma. He also communicated with other children. Circus, that's all, Uzumaki thought. But Naruko noticed him and ran. Brother, where have you been? It's our birthday. Namikaze began to question the poor older brother. Then the whole family has Namikaze's surname, and Naruto has Uzumaki. Naruto stood silently and looked at the adults. They were drinking, telling jokes. But then Haruno Sakura spoke up. Demon, what have you forgotten here? How dare you even come to Menma-kun's birthday party? Yelling like a fool. Does she seriously think that my brother will notice her or love her? Yes, this is the heiress of the clan. Thought Uzumaki, who just wanted to go to bed. He has a workout tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning, Carl. Minato, take him, and then scares the children, Kushina said in a whisper. Naruto, go to your room quickly. Time skip 2 years. Naruto techniques without elements, henge, substitution, illusory clone, shadow cloning, multiple shadow cloning, Rasengan, Thunder God technique. Kato, Fireball, Great Fireball, Great Fireball, Divine Fireball, Phoenix Flowers, Fire Dragon, Great Fire Dragon, Great Fire Destruction, Fire Dome, creates a dome of fire in the name of the user, Suetun, Water Dragon, Great Water Dragon, Water Bullets, Water Wall, Water Clone, Water Spikes, Water Hail, Water Prison Futon, Chickenpox Fist, Rasen Shuriken, Vacuum Blade, Rush, Rasen Ring, Wind Push, Vacuum Bullets, Air Blade, Vacuum Ball, Divine Wind, Divine Whirlwind, Air Bullets. Dayton is a wall of mud, mud wave, stone bullets, barrier, shifting of the earth's crust, stone cloning, stone fist, earth spikes, stone dome, landslide, earth needle, earth dragon, earth spear. Raiden, Chidori, Raikiri, ball shuriken, ball lightning, double lightning, lightning strike, lightning bolt, straight lightning, black pantera, armor of lightning, clone of lightning, dog of lightning, Kirin. Mokuton is a tree clone, a ring of tree thorns, the construction of houses, entwining trees, a blocking Drevesnaya wall, a wooden bridge, the expansion of a tree, a totem of chakra control, the great forest, a thousand-armed truth, a tree dragon, a heavenly tree dragon. Black and red hole unexplored. So Naruto, today you go to the academy, Himitsu said. Also from today you will study Fuin, because you are Uzumaki after all, so also the last one, so you should know him. Hi, Himitsu-sensei. But you still have 3 hours before the academy, so go and train. Hi. After 3 hours, so Naruto, this is where we will finish after the academy at Polygon 44. Okay. After that, Himitsu disappeared into the funnel. How many more escape techniques does he have? Naruto asked himself a question. A lot, Kurama said. Naruto walked to the academy chatting with Kurama. When he got to this hell for 5 years, he jumped up a tree and began to listen not to his father. A speech took place and a balloon appeared in front of everyone, after which they said, "Now those who are called fit and the ball will determine which class you will go to." Naruto stupidly did not listen, but why? If in Croatia, then all the clan children got into a class. Naruto Uzumaki. Chunin shouted. Sighing, Naruto came out with a look of hatred and a whisper, "This demon will study with my child," or, "What does Hokage do when he admits a monster to study?" But the faces when Naruto burst the ball without even reaching Donigo are divine. Kurama in her head was laughing at their faces, especially from the faces of Kushina and Minato. But the main thing is not to start laughing in public, otherwise they will think that he is completely sick. So, children, go to the offices. Naruto was the last to enter the classroom. He walked through the whole class, walked past poor Menma, who was being pestered by fans, and sat down in the last row. While he was sitting and waiting for the teacher, Uzumaki noticed that all the guys of the class were pestering Sasuke. Then Irika entered the classroom. "So children, I am Yumino Irika. I am your teacher for 4 years. I love teaching children, my dream is to become the director of the academy." Then useless performances began, but Uzumaki became somewhat interested. "I am Shikamaru Nara, the dream is to become a cloud. I am Menma Namikaze, I love my family and older brother, I hate, there is no such thing, my dream is to become a hokage. I am Sasuke Uchiha, I love family and, a Bispalavni look at Naruto, I hate, when Itachi does not train me, the dream is a secret. Naruto, and Uchiha has a crush on you, Kurama's voice rang out. It will be fun for me to live a campaign. Uzumaki said to himself. I am Naruko Namikaze, I love family and, a glance at the red-haired one, I hate, there is no such thing, a dream is a secret. So you also decided to seduce your sister? Kurama's voice rang out, well, now it's definitely going to be fun. Naruto Uzumaki, Iruka said with disgust. I am Naruto Uzumaki or Konoha's demon, you don't have to know what I like and don't like. I'll keep my dream to myself. But he didn't say anything. The pink-haired woman shouted without hesitation, Naruto released Kurama's ki, which crushed everyone. Listen here, I don't have to tell you anything. Is that clear? Why yes, the class replied. So the class is all free on this, somehow Iruka said, time skipped 3 years. During this time, Naruto learned the techniques of the black and red hole, absorption. The ability allows a person to take the chakra of another when touched, that is, if the owner of the technique touches the owner of the Kiki Genkai, then he will have the genome of this person. The same thing with Biju, if you touch Jinchuriki with this technique, you can get tailed without the death of carriers. This even works with the statue of Geto Maso, Oatsutsuki and others. Pocket World, the carrier has its own dimension, it cannot be destroyed until the owner of the genome dies. Summoning hands, the technique is based on the technique of summoning, only without a contract. A black hole appears above the field from which the shaft of the rod of the hand grabbing and sucking the strength of the enemy. According to the summoner's wish, the technique can both simply grab and kill the opponent. Red wave, the owner of the gnome creates huge waves. The wave strength is regulated by the wave creator. Red vortex, a vortex of red energy is created around the carrier. When an enemy comes into contact with a vortex, his body is corroded and absorbed. There is no force adjustment, you can adjust it, only the radius of defeat. Freedom, when using the technique, 2 huge dragons appear, types of dragons like the Hashirama dragon. Black, shoots destructive balls, the explosions are similar to the explosion of a lady's bijou. Red, releases a beam, after which the area is set on fire. It can be applied to both one and several targets. The black and red hole is a technique for destroying living beings. A small ball appears in the hands of the carrier. When launched, a black hole appears in the sky, red rays appear in the background, which means that the process is running. After all this, a huge creature appears on the field. The canonical ten-tailed in a standing form is less than 2 heads. After the summoner's order, the creature begins an attack on the designated target. Polygon 44, now your main task is to concentrate, Himitsu said, done. Black and red chains flew out of Naruto's back from behind. Tuj's hair turned completely red. Naruto, congratulations, you are now the head of the Uzumaki clan. And I will congratulate you, Naru, Kurama said. Thanks, Naruto was very tired, but he was happy with his work. I offer to go to Ichiraku to celebrate success. I'm crying, Himitsu said. Come on. As soon as they ordered food, the Namikaze family entered the dining room. They sat down next to each other. Why now? Why did they come? Naruto didn't really want to see them. Calm down, now you are the head of the Uzumaki clan. The fact that they came in is not a verdict. So relax and rest. Himitsu supported his student. Yes, Naru, calm down, you have a holiday, said Kurama from the subconscious. About Hokage-sama, what will you order? Tuchi asked, we decided to have a rest with our family. I see, but where is your son Naruto? Everyone wanted to hear the answer to this question, except our Trinity. I do not know where he is hanging around. I see, was all Tucci replied. Himitsu-sensei, I will come after tomorrow, only after the Genin exam. Okay. If you need to help with something in the program, then I will help. No, I know the school curriculum by heart. So I will refuse. Well, look, my job is to offer. Time skip 2 days. Today is the day of the exam at the academy. Everyone is worried, but Naruto doesn't care at all. He knows the entire history of shinobi, spelling, mathematics, and all other subjects by heart. Children, everyone sat down in their seats. Iruka croaked. As soon as everyone was seated. Now I will distribute all the works. You have 1 hour to answer all the questions. As soon as the sheets were distributed to everyone, it didn't take 5 minutes for Naruto to get up and hand over the sheet. I'm done, Uzumaki said. He's got everything wrong anyway, he couldn't have done it before Menmakun. The pink-haired woman shouted, stop yelling. 2 brothers agreed on this thought. He's got everything right, Iruka said with shock. Okay, go on. The next stage was taken by Mizuki. So Naruto, you need to hit those targets over there. Here are kunai and shurikens. Silently taking the shurikens and kunai, he launched them all at once. Everyone hit the center of the target. 10 out of 10 and 10 out of 10, said the result of Mizuki, so now you need to perform henge, replacement and illusory clones. Once in front of Mizuki are 10 Naruto, each turned into a Mizuki. Then Naruto was replaced by a stone. Well done, you passed. Here's a bandage for you, thank you, that's all Naruto said. Meanwhile, outside. The parents stood and whispered who would come out first. Minato, who do you think will come out first, Sasuke or Naruko? Uchiha Fugaku asked his friend. Most likely Naruko, Namikaze replied. We'll see, sorry to interrupt, but I think Naruto will be the first to come out, Himitsu said. I don't think he's not ready for the academy at all. He was sleeping in class, I'm playing truant. Before Namikaze had finished speaking, the door opened and Uzumaki came out of it with Konohi's bandage. Conversations in the crowd. The demon came out before my child, how so? Hello, Himitsu-sensei. Naruto, how is Sasuke? Mikoto asked, she should be out soon. Immediately, 2 beasts poured out of the door, and Menma walked calmly. We passed. The children rejoiced, send us to celebrate, we'll just wait for the others and go to the restaurant, said Kushina. We have a training session, said Naruto. Naruto, well, stay, the girls asked. Uzumaki looked at his mentor, who nodded. Okay, I'll go, the red-haired man replied. At that moment, it was necessary to see the face of Naruki and Sasuke. They were beaming with happiness. Well, that's it. You need to restore the clan, right? Here are 2 more brides for you, Kurama said, yeah. And also collect the rest of the tailed ones. The red-haired man sighed heavily. The next day, so the training with Himitsu ended and Naruto went to the academy, because today the distribution of teams. When Uzumaki came, everyone was grouped in pairs. Naruto sat down in his seat and just waited for the teacher. When Iruka came in, everyone sat down. He talked for an hour about you being defenders and all that. Now the list of teams, announced Iruka. Naruto didn't listen to him, but when he heard his brother's name, he started to get interested. Team 6, Menma Namikaze, Sakura Haruno, Kiba Inuzuka. Commander, Kushina Namikaze. Here's a poor guy, Naruto said to you, to get caught with a madwoman. Team 7, Naruto Uzumaki, Naruko Namikaze, Sasuke Uchiha. Commanders, Kakashi Hatake and Itachi Uchiha. Yes, for what? Uzumaki thought. Why do you still have to look for tailed ones? The chicken was teasing. When the teams finished speaking, all were taken away by their sensei, except teams 6 and 7. Yes, where are they? Sakura asked. Well, they will come in 2 to 3 hours, said Naruto. What makes you think that? Sakura asked. Well, Menma and Naruko know that for sure. Yes, they are always late, Namikaze said. Sputia 3 hours. Hello everyone, said Kushina, other sensei are waiting for you on the roof. After that, she disappeared into the smoke. By the way, Naruto took everyone except Haruno and moved them to the roof. Sensei obviously did not expect anything subtle. Therefore, they were surprised. After Sakura reached the roof. And so let's introduce ourselves. I, Kushina Namikaze, love, family, I don't like, proud people. Dream, to make you worthy shinobi, I, Kakashi Hatake, what I like and don't like, you don't need to know. Dream, none of your business. I, Itachi Uchiha, love, family in one person, I don't like, there is no such thing. Dream, to be with this person. Hey, Naruto, do you have a magnet for Uchi? Kurama asked. Well, apparently I'm very handsome, Uzumaki said. I, Sakura Haruno, love, Menmake UN. I don't like, Naruto. Dream, to marry Menma. I, Menma Namikaze, like, a lot of things, I don't like, annoying people. Dream, to become a hokage. I, Kiba Inuzuka, love, Akamaru. I don't like, cats. Dream, to become a worthy clan leader. I, Naruko Namikaze, love, family, a glance at Naruto, I don't like, there is no such thing. Dream, to be with this person. I, Sasuke Uchiha, love, family in one person, I don't like, a lot of things. Dream, to marry this man. I, Naruto Uzumaki, what I love and don't love, you are not touched. Dream, you don't understand. So okay, tomorrow we will conduct a test at Polygon 7. Said the older Uchiha the next day. Children, your task is to take the bells from us, said Kushina, but there are only 5 bells, and there are 6 of us, Sakura said. Yes, the one of you who does not get the bell will go to the academy. Kakashi replied. Let's get started. Itachi shouted. Everyone jumped into the bushes. Naruto stayed. This surprised the mentors. Naruto, why didn't you hide? Kushina asked. It seems to me that for 3 experienced Hunins, it will be easy to find Genins who have just left the academy. The surprise of the mentors became even greater, as shurikens and kunai flew at them from all sides. The Hunins jumped away in different directions. Kushina was attacked by Kiba and Menma. Hatake fought against Sasuke and Naruki. Itachi began to fight against Uzumaki. Kushina's fight against Menma and Kiba. Shady cloning, shouted Namikaze. Another 10 men appeared on the field. While Kiba and the clones were fighting in Tei, Namikaze went down to the dungeon to pick up the bells. By the time Kiba brought Kushina to the right place, the clones had dissipated. Menma jumped out of the ground and cut off the bells. End Kushin's fight against Menma and Kiba. Hatake's fight against Sasuke and Naruko. Hatake was just dodging. As here Uchiha began to lay the seals. Kato, fireball, shouted Sasuke. Shady cloning, shouted Naruko. On Kakashi dodged the ball and saw 10 clones running at her, and another fireball was already launched. Gradually, the clones dissipated, but then a shuriken spills in front of Hatake, she easily evades. Naruko appears in the place of the shuriken and cuts off the bell. End Hataki's fight against Sasuke and Naruko. Itachi and Naruto fight. Kato, Fire Dragon, Naruto said softly, he's just not a jerk to say what he uses loudly so that the enemy doesn't want to know. A fire dragon flew at Itachi. She did not expect this. She somehow returned from the technique. Do not forget the Sharingan is disabled, and she could not expect this from Naruto. Here 10 clones appeared next to Naruto. Kato, Phoenix Flowers, Sueton Water Spikes, Dayton, Earth Dragon. Itachi's eyes were 5 kopecks each. The guy is 13 years old, he has 3 elements, and also not simple techniques. Meanwhile, 7 clones started throwing iron. Itachi had to use a Sharingan to dodge Uzumaki's attacks. It didn't last long. Naruto appeared in front and used the seal of Poralik. Then he cut the bells. End the fight of Itachi and Naruto. After the fight, Naruto gave the bell to Sasuke. And he gave the last one to Sakura, who came to her senses. What about you? Kiba asked. I'm an AKA. Naruto did not have time to finish, as the mentors shouted, you've all passed. The test was for teamwork. You showed yourself perfectly, Itachi said. Tomorrow at 7 at the Hokage residence. Time skipped 2 months. During these 2 months, Naruto's team performed D-rank missions. Hokage's office. Hokage-sama, did you call? The team commanders asked. Yes, Team 6 is in trouble. The customer has lowered the rank, move out in 20 minutes. Hi. After 20 minutes, and so the guys are moving out. Hi. After 10 minutes, brother, what happened to you? Naruko asked. The customer underestimated the rank, that's all Menma said. I see, so now we will approach my friend the boatman. He will take us to the other shore, said Tetsuna. The crew sailed quietly, but as soon as the crew disembarked, the boatman turned on the engine and sailed away. Naruto, with the help of a Sueton, stuck an explosion seal. And the boat exploded. Why did you kill the boatman? Haruno shouted. What is not clear? We sailed here quietly. As soon as we got out, he signaled by turning on the motor. After walking a little more, Kakashi shouted. Get down. By knocking the customer to the ground, Naruto just grabbed the sword and sent it back. Not bad, Zabuza said. Momochi Zabuza, the bloody demon of the mist, Kushina said, Uhu, copying Kunoichi, Hatake Kakashi. Kravaya Habanero, Namikaze Kushina. Sharingan no Itachi, Uchiha Itachi. Yes, I'm flattered, Zabuza said. Children, protect the order. Itachi didn't have time to finish. Naruto has already folded the seals and the ball lightning is on the fence. Then vacuum bullets appeared. After Uzumaki, he scattered kunai around the field. Zabuza simply evaded the techniques. Sueton, Water Dragon, Zabuza said. A wall of mud appeared in front of Naruto. Vyzry. No wall, no dragon. Naruto teleported behind Momochi's back and hit him with a Rasengan. The mist demon was standing on the water. I won't win here, Zabuza only thought, as he had to dodge the water spikes. A water prison, Uzumaki said. Zabuza started to close, but then Sinbins were driven into his neck. Thank you for helping to catch him, said the guy in the mask. You're welcome, Naruto said. Naruto, how dare you disobey an order? Kushina shouted. Naruto didn't care. Naruto, do you have all 5 elements? Itachi asked. We remember the last chapter, the fight with Itachi. You could say that, the red-haired man replied. Okay, let's go. Your training will begin tomorrow, Hatake said. Comment on the mission in the Land of Waves, finale, have fun reading. Tsuna's house. Hi, Dad, Tsunami said, we have guests, said Tazuna. They are Shinobi Kanohi. Hello, come to the table now, we will eat. Thank you for your hospitality. As soon as everyone was seated. Everyone was just chatting while waiting for food, except Naruto. He was thinking how to steal Biju and how to get to Uzumaki Island, because no ship will sail there. Naru, don't worry, everything will be fine, said Kurama. I hope, children, tomorrow at 7 we go to training. Is that clear? Hataki said, hi, then a boy ran into the kitchen. Why are you training? Gato will kill you anyway. Inari shouted. Inari, that's enough. Shouted at her son Tsunami, sorry for that. Further meal reception took place in Tashina the next day. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and Naruto is just walking through the forest. Suddenly he sees a guy who collects herbs. Hello. What's your name? Naruto said. Hi, I'm Haku, said the guy. What are you doing? I'm picking flowers for my friend. Come on, I'll help you. Thanks. After they collected the herbs. Okay, bye. Give Zabuza my regards. How does he know, thought Haku. Bye. Naruto Shunshinulas to the team. How are you? Naruto, why are you scaring me so much? Itachi shouted. Well, I'm sorry that you are so timid. Alright, let's continue the training. You need to climb a tree without hands, we explained it to you. Those who know how to go train to walk on water, said the former Uzumaki, and if I can do it all? Naruto asked. Show me. Naruto walked up the tree, then jumped onto the water and ran to the shore. Okay. Then meditate, okay. So a few days passed. Naruto, leave some clones. Naruto created 30 clones, then ordered to guard the family of the bridge builder. On the bridge. Fog began to appear around. Get ready, Itachi said. Well, what's the rematch? Asked Zabuza. Haku, take care of the little ones. Yes, Zabuza-san, the masked man replied. Kato, fireball, shouted Sasuke. Hayatan, ice mirrors of demons, said Haku. Ice mirrors appeared around the children. A moment later, thousands of Sinbins flew at them. But then the expectation was not waiting for everyone. The mirrors began to melt, as did the Sinbins. There was a dome of fire in front of everyone. Naruto stood in the center. After him, he moved with the help of a kunai thrown by him. Black and red hole, absorption, Uzumaki said. Haku's chakra began to pull into the red-haired one. A second, two, Haku falls to his knees. He has no praktic chakra. And then he sees how Zabuza wants to break through Chidori's heart. He is exposed to the blow. I'm sorry Zabuza-san, I was a bad weapon. Then the Haku became cold, the pulse stopped going, and the poor man's heart stopped. There was laughter. Everyone looked at the bridge where Gato was standing with a gang. And that a great swordsman can't handle a bunch of kids. There will be no payment, and in principle I don't need you. Oh, you. Zabuza did not have time to speak, as he saw Naruto who rushed with a swordsman's sword to the crowd. The guy, leave me the Gato. The swordsman shouted, he was near death. A second, two, three and Uzumaki is standing in the middle of the corpses, all in someone else's krobi with black and red chains behind his back and a decapitator in front of Gato. PP please NNN don't kill me. Code, 3695, Zabuza, he's yours. You know about. Gato's head flew off his back. The guy. Take my sword. After these words, Zabuza fell without breathing. Naruto raised his sword and went to the team. The bridge needs to be built for another 2 days, so in the evening Naruto decided to visit the mansion. Night. Gato Mansion. Naruto decided to destroy the castle to hell, but first take the money. In short, Naruto took the money and Shunshinal out into the street. Kato, the Great Fiery Destruction. Naruto blew out a huge amount of flame and burned the mansion in a place with security. After 2 days, Naruto's team moved out on the road. They got back faster because everyone knew how to jump trees. Hokage residence. Hokage-sama, mission accomplished, the team said, "Great, here's your money. The commanders will stay." After the kids came out. "Report," ordered Hokage. "That's how it is," the Chunin said. That is, Naruto has 5 elements, an unknown technique, as well as the chains of the head of Uzumaki? The non-believer Hokage asked. "That's right," the Chunins replied, Polygon 44. Morning. Naruto was practicing using the Hyeten when suddenly a black creature crawled out of the ground. "Hello, Naruto," said the creature, "what are you?" There was no limit to Uzumaki's surprise. Zetsu. "I'm offering you help." "Yeah, which one?" "I will bring you the scrolls with the technique me, and you will help me free my mother, Kagyu Oatsutsuki. What is needed for this?" "The chakra of all tailed ones. Do you want to collect them all for yourself?" "Yes, but I know a lot." "So, do you agree? Will the tailed ones remain Samna?" "Yes, I'm in." "Great. Now the Akatsuki organization will soon be engaged in collecting tailed ones." "Got it. Can you give me a scroll of Hyaten's techniques?" "Here." Zetsu threw the scroll with the techniques on the grass. "Thanks." After Zetsu left, "Naru, do you trust him?" Kurama asked. "Yes, Ku, we have a common goal. You are not Izravim." "What it is?" After 2 hours, Naruto went to the training ground of his team. There he saw his teachers and comrades. "Naruto, there you are. Here, take the form for participation in the exam," Hatake said. "Okay." Uzumaki quickly signed the form. "Here." "Yeah, so you're all participating." Itachi said, "Tomorrow near the academy at 08:00. Office 317. Hi." Walking along Konoha, Kurama started a conversation. "Naru, I feel one-tailed." "Where is she?" "A few meters away." After walking this distance, Naruto saw some guy mocking Konohamaru. "Hey, you, let him go," Uzumaki said. "Yeah, what else?" "I looked at the Kankuro guy." "Kankuro, let him go," said the girl who jumped down from the tree. "Okay. What's your name?" The girl turned to the guy. "Naruto Uzumaki." "The dog but Gaara, see you at the exam," Uzumaki said. Gaara remained silent. The succeeding day. Here is Team 7 standing in front of the academy. Going into it, they saw how everyone was standing in room 217. It was Genjutsu. Going into the true office and sitting down, Naruto noticed a strange man. A little later, people started coming into the room. "I can tell you about your rivals," said that strange man. "Naruto Uzumaki." Sakura shouted, Naruto Uzumaki. Jinchuriki, 9-tailed. Completed missions, D52, C0, B0, A1, S0, SS0, SS plus 0 elements, Kato, Sueton, Dayton, Futon, Raiten. Genomes, Hyeten, M. He did not finish the sentence with a blow to the jaw from Naruto. After a couple of seconds of silence. "So Agent Orochimaru, from where only his people can follow so well. Sit down in your seats," the examiner shouted. "You're lucky," Uzumaki said. "I, Moreno Ibiki, am the examiner of the first stage. Now you will receive sheets with 9 tasks. I will ask the 10th question at the end. After 9 questions, So if you don't answer the 10th question, you will never become Chunin again, said Ibiki, starting to finish his ki. 3 teams came out. Naruto didn't like it. He released his ki. After that, there are 10 teams left. Those who remained passed. Then a woman flew in through the window. I, Mitarashi Anko, the examiner of the 2nd stage, am waiting for you at the 44th training ground, in front of the polygons were all the teams that had passed the 1st stage, and so now you will enter the forest of death. You will be given a scroll of earth or sky. Your task is to take the opposite scroll from the other team. After you arrive at the tower, you will need to open the scrolls. But first, sign the forms that Konoha is not responsible for you and your life. After that, all the teams dispersed to the gate. And so the gates opened and everyone entered the forest. Our heroes have received a scroll of earth. Going to the tower, Naruto made 30 clones and sent them to look for the team with the sky scroll. So wandering through the forest, the clones heard crying and rushed there. When they ran there, they saw a red-haired girl who was attacked by a bear. By throwing a kunai into the bear's neck and punching it, the animal collapsed to the ground. The clones began to calm the girl. It's okay, no one will touch you. Calmly, said the clone. W really? The red-haired woman asked. Yes. What's your name? My name is Naruto Uzumaki Karen. Are you Uzumaki too? Are you my relative? Karen started asking questions. Yes, I am your relative. By the way, what kind of scroll do you have? Sky. Okay, let's go. Sleepy. The clone led Karen to the team. Meanwhile, the clones arranged another team to receive the sky scroll in an hour. Clones came to the team. And that's 1 scroll of earth, 2 skies, and a new clansman. Uzumaki thought. Naruto, who is this? The teammates shouted, this is my clansman, Uzumaki Karen, and why did you bring her? Uchiha asked a question. Then, I am the head of the clan, so I have to take care of my fellow clansmen. But mom is also Uzumaki. Naruko said. No. She left the clan taking the Namikaze surname. I see. After that, the team sat down with Team 6. What kind of scroll do you have? Menma asked. Earth. And you? Sasuke asked. 2, Kiba replied. Here you are. Naruto threw a scroll of heaven. Menmi. Thank you, brother. And who is it? Menma asked. After explaining who Karen is. I see, Team 6 replied, after which both teams set off. Reaching the tower. Team 7 and 6 opened the scrolls. Sensei appeared from them. Well done. In such a short time, the trials have also passed. The sensei congratulated. Wait, who is this? Kushina asked. After the explanations. Wait, are you the head of the Uzumaki clan? Hataki asked. Yes, and since this is a dying clan, I need to help my relatives. I also need to restore it, so I will have many wives. I see, Itachi said. We digress from the topic. You need to sit here for 5 days and not leave here. Hi, time skip 5 days now. All the past ones are on Orin, and since there are few of you left, the last one will pass in a month. Those who feel that they will not be able to participate anymore, take a step back. Kabuto stepped back. We are waiting for the rest in a month. After that, everyone went home. Naruto, Naruko and Menma were walking together, but then Menma screamed. Uncle Jiraiya. Hello, godson. Said the perverted hermit. Uncle Jiraiya, are you staying with us for a long time? Naruko asked. Until the end of the Chunin stage. Minato asked you to train. Are we going to study the summoning technique? Naruko, you will learn not from me, but from Tsunade. I see. Naruko replied, I take it you're Naruto? Yes, do you want to study the summoning of toads? No, I will go to the free draft, Naruto replied. Well, as you want, shrugged Jiraiya. After that, Naruto went to an abandoned landfill. What do you think my call will be? I don't know. Maybe wolves or phoenixes, well, now we'll find out. Folding the seals and biting his finger, Naruto hit the ground and dug in a strange place. Naruto was standing in the middle of a huge platform. And where am I? Thought Uzumaki-ku. Do you know where we are? No. Then the platform trembled in front of the guy. The creature began to breathe. The head was somewhat similar to a spear. There was a huge red eye in the middle, it seemed to be burning. The creature itself was white woody, only around the eye, there was impenetrable darkness. Uzumaki had an animal fear. What are you doing here? The humanoid asked. Me. I ended up here because of the P summoning, Naruto replied. You're one of the few with this gene who got here. Me, Mado, Uzumaki Naruto, and so you want to sign a contract with us? Mado asked. I think so, here, sign it. A contract appeared in front of the GUI. As soon as Uzumaki signed the contract. Great, what are your elements? Mado asked. Kato, Suiton, Dayton, Futon, Raiten, I will help with Mokuton, like you. Although okay, how much do you need to train? 70 years old. In this world, a person does not age and does not get younger. Purely a zone without time. I don't have that much time, don't worry, time goes differently here. So you'll be home in 3 of your days, oh. I see. Where are the other teachers? Now. Mado let out a loud roar. A second later the platform began to wobble. And other creatures were singing. First the fire appeared, then the creature itself. A huge warrior in iron armor with holes where fire could be seen. Armor shrouded in flames. Glalva was wearing a helmet with huge fangs. Fire was pouring out of his eyes. Splash, and there is a huge monster in front of the platform. The claws are sharp as knives. The head is somewhat similar to a human's, only with 4 yellow eyes with an animal pupil, they also burned. The rest of the body was covered with water. A blow, and a giant appears. The body is covered with greenery, huge boulders are visible somewhere. Instead of a head, the skull of an unknown animal. The eyes are burning with a green flame. The hands are bound by vines, they have huge and sharp claws like blades. Bright light, and now there is a dragon with a very long tail and huge wings. The mouth was studded with fangs. His eyes were burning with a violet flame. Thunder and bright light. A snake appeared in front of the guy. The tail goes far into the darkness, only sometimes small lightning. The eyes are burning with a blue flame. A stream of lightning is coming from the mouth. Naruto almost fainted from this. And so these are your teachers, said Mito, the last one will come later. I, Kaito, said the Fire Knight. I, Zoko, said the Water. Mizo, the Golem replied. Futo, said the Dragon. Rainier, Zemi introduced himself. Naruto Uzumaki. Well, maybe we'll start training, Mito suggested. All right, brother, the demon said. Where am I? Uzumaki thought hysterically. That's how the poor guy's hellish training began. During the training, Naruto realized how Himitsu was chasing him. These are flowers, every day here was hell for him. Kato's training was the first of all training. To stand in the fire and watch as you get burns of the 4th and 5th degree, while you should all see it silently, and if you screamed, the fire becomes stronger. Ask how Naruto didn't die. It's easy, the first one is Uzumaki plus Jinchuriki. Then Regan, and Kurama the fire demon. Well, then he was treated, otherwise he would have died on the first day. then the passage of fire through the body. It is a very painful process, the muscles literally begin to burn and burn. Suetun was one of the most enjoyable activities. True, when you need to breathe in the water and stand there like a fish, it's difficult, but not comparable to fire. Then become water, the pain is less, but it is there. The transformation of body parts into water. The process is unpleasant only because it is not usual. Then Dayton. First you need to learn to breathe in the ground. Then, if necessary, create stone hands or something else in different parts of the body. Futon. Uzumaki must jump to the bottom and use the air chakra to soar or possibly fly. Replace body parts, well, and learn to let the wind through you. Quite simple. Righten. This is the third place. To begin with, a stream of lightning is flying at you and you have to accumulate it with your body. It is very painful, because the body is a huge discharge of electricity, because of which the organs can stop working. Then the release of electricity, the pain is hellish, the body creates lightning and they pass through the muscles and skin. Makyutan. Second place on the pain list. Survive in a tree, become a tree, let the wood pass through you, change your body into a tree. Kurama is not a childish Ophigila. She hasn't been through such hell in 2000 years, and here the guy tolerates it. Nevertheless, after a few years, the Terran Iravki gave the shelves. Naruto could stand in fire, even in lava, in water, levitate, move underground and through lightning. I also learned new techniques, but about them in the next chapter. Now Uzumaki is standing on the platform again. And so, Naruto, now you're getting to know the last teacher, said the demons. I'm ready. Okay, there was a roar, a moment, and everyone disappeared. In front of the guy stood a huge demon. The view was amazing. 4 hands with claws on the end. A head with sinuous horns, 6 eyes burning red, no bloody color. There was light coming from the window. Part of the body was glowing, the same color as the eyes. There were tentacles behind, but not easy, but like the paws of a spider, so sharp. There were 6 of them. The aura emanating from him was stronger than any creature, he had no equal. Shinigami, yes, he's rebecked with this. Oatsutsuki, PFFFFF, so kids. It was truly God. And so, mortal, I see you went through the tortures of my students. The voice resembled a demon, bass and echoed a little. Why yes. Naruto was saying, so be it, I'll teach you how to use the gene much better than you could. And CC, how can I address you dash? The guy scared to death asked. Gardo. Naruto Uzumaki. Now, your personal hell will begin, Uzumaki swallowed. Time skip 35 years training is not easy, but rather one place of pain. Kato is really a flower. To stand under the red energy and just be incinerated into atoms is kapets, how painful it is. Then withstand the blows and shots of the dragons. Chapter, the Genin exam, stand under the black and red hole, technique and hold the blows of this creature. The shelves were replaced after 15 years. Uzumaki stopped feeling pain from any kind of attacks. After another 5 years, could stop the creature from one of the strongest genome techniques. The creature, I'll describe it later somehow. He could easily repel the attacks of dragons. For the remaining 15 years, Naruto studied Kikigenkai techniques, and now it's time to say goodbye. Well, Naruto Uzumaki, it's time to say goodbye, Gardo said. You call us more often, Kaito said. Yes, it's boring here, Fudo supported. Here's our present for you, Mizo said. A box appeared in front of the guy. Opening it, He saw a cloak with the inscription, Lord of Space, and a katana with a black blade and a black and red handle. She's a chakra-ruling one, Rainier said. Good luck on the hard way, Zoko said. Goodbye, Naruto Uzumaki, said Mido. Goodbye, after Uzumaki turned out to be somewhere in a clearing, but definitely not in Konoha. At the other end of the clearing stood a guy with wheat-colored hair. Hey, do you know where we are? Naruto shouted the question, why don't I know you're in my call? The guy replied, stop. I have 2 summons. Uzumaki asked with shock, yes. Katsuo, the stranger replied, Naruto Uzumaki, well. Are you Jinchuriki? Yes, great, then it will be easier for you. In what? In the formation of Biju. What? What kind of Biju? Did you fall from an oak tree? Uzumaki started yelling, no, I am one myself, after which 8 tails appeared behind him. What happened to you? I was young, stupid. I wanted a lot of power. I found an 8-tailed one, and I took a decent piece of chakra from him. I told the story of Katsuo. Well, I'm ready. Is it possible to combine this mode with the previous call? Of course, you will be Cosmo Biju, yeah, so okay, you're here for 3 years. 27 days will pass in your world. Katsuo said, great, let's get to work. Uzumaki was full of enthusiasm after 1 year. Naruto was undergoing light training. For an ordinary person it would be very painful. But after the past visits, Uzumaki considered it a rest. And so Naruto, you are ready? Said Katsuo, it will be unpleasant, I'm ready. The 8-tailed one drew some symbols on the ground. Then he began to fold the seals. The symbols began to burn, the process began. Uzumaki became very ill, although with his training he thought he wouldn't even feel it. Naru, hold on, Kurama supported the guy. Thank you, Ku. Uzumaki was knocked out. Katsu picked up the guy and carried him to a tree. Let him rest, Katsu thought. Naruto lay there for several hours. Ah! Damn, why does my head hurt so much? Naruto asked. Here, drink some water, said Katsuo. Thanks. How's the ritual? No, let's check it out now. Naruto got to his feet. And so concentrate. Katsu ordered. That's right. Naruto concentrated. He had 9 black tails, but each one glowed a little and sometimes glowed. Katsu's eyes were 5 kopecks each. You have 9 tails. From today on, you are Biju. Therefore, we will begin training. Hi, time skipped 2 years, well. It's time to say goodbye. Good luck to you. And accept a gift from me. Katsu said and pushed through the box. Thanks, Uzumaki opened the box. There were scrolls of Uzumaki techniques. These techniques cannot be found, only memorized anywhere. Thank you, sensei. You welcome. Go ahead, you have another exam. Goodbye. After Uzumaki ended up at the training ground. Konohi. Another exam. The main thing is not to be late. Naruto thought, and then disappeared into the smoke. Naruto techniques, Kato, Fireball, Great Fireball, Divine Fireball, Phoenix Flowers, Fire Dragon, Great Fire Destruction, Fire Dome, Fire Displacement, Fire Appears. This is the user of the technique. Fire Invulnerability, Fire, Amaterasu and Lava cannot cause damage. Fire Demon, the Call of Kaito, Fire Weapon, the blow of a huge mace, the replacement of body parts with fire, the release of fire from the body. Suetun, Water Dragon, Great Water Dragon, Water Bullets, Water Wall, Water Clone, Water Spikes, Water Hail, Water God, Zoko Challenge, Underwater Breathing, invulnerability to Suiton techniques, replacement of body parts with water. Futon, chicken pox fist, Rasen shuriken, vacuum blade, rush, Rasen ring, wind push, vacuum bullets, air blade, vacuum ball, divine wind, divine whirlwind, air bullets, wind god, photo challenge, levitation, flight, invulnerability, air breathing, split air comes out of the mouth, replacement of body parts with air. Dayton, mud wall, mud wave, stone bullets, barrier, earth crust shift, stone cloning, stone fist, earth spikes, stone dome, landslide, earth needle, earth dragon, earth spear, earth god, summons Mizo, earth golem. A golem is created to destroy or protect a target. The breath of the earth, a cleft appears in the earth from where tentacles appear and take people away. Invulnerability, you can breathe underground. Replacement of body parts. Raiden, Chidori, Raikiri, ball shuriken, ball lightning, double lightning, lightning strike, lightning bolt, straight lightning, black pantera, lightning armor, lightning clone, lightning dog, Kirin, lightning god, Rainier's challenge, lightning creation, scarlet lightning strike, lightning release from the body, replacement of the body with a zipper. Hayaten, ice shield, ice dragon, ice senbons, ice spikes, demonic ice mirrors, ice spear, ice hail, ice spears fall from the sky. Mokuton, tree clone, ring of tree thorns, building houses, entwining trees, blocking Drevestnaya wall, wooden bridge, tree expansion, chakra control totem, great forest, thousand-armed truth, tree dragon, heavenly tree dragon, tree god, Mido summoning, body replacement with a tree, creation of ent, huge ent from, of a tree, breathing in a tree. Black and red hole, absorption, the ability gives a person to pick up another chakra when touched, that is, if the owner of the technique touches the owner of the Kiki Genkai, then he will have the genome of this person. The same thing with Biju, if you touch Jinchuriki with this technique, you can get tailed without the death of carriers. This even works with the statue of Geto Maso, Oatsutsuki and others. Pocket World, the carrier has its own dimension, it cannot be destroyed until the owner of the genome dies. Summoning hands, the technique is based on the technique of summoning, only without a contract. A black hole appears above the field from which the shaft of the rod of the hand grabbing and sucking the strength of the enemy. According to the summoner's wish, the technique can both simply grab and kill the opponent. Red wave, the owner of the gnome creates huge waves. The wave strength is regulated by the wave creator. Red vortex, a vortex of red energy is created around the carrier. When an enemy comes into contact with a vortex, his body is corroded and absorbed. There is no force adjustment, you can adjust it, only the radius of defeat. Freedom, when using the technique, two huge dragons appear, a kind of dragon like Hashirama. Black shoots destructive balls, the explosions are similar to the explosion of the Bijou ladies. Red releases a beam, after which the area is set on fire. You can order who will not be touched by either dragons or their attacks. The black and red hole is a technique for destroying living beings. A small ball appears in the hands of the carrier. When launched, a black hole appears in the sky, red rays appear in the background, which means that the process is running. After all this, a huge creature appears on the field. The canonical ten-tailed in a standing form is less than 2 heads. After the summoner's order, the creature begins an attack on the designated target. The god of the black hole, a call is needed, summons Gardo. Scarlet Strike, the creation of portals in different parts of the battlefield, after which the attack begins from different sides. Move opens a portal to a certain location selected by the user. A guy about 16 years old appeared in the arena. He stood next to his team, and so now the last stage of the Chunin exam will take place. Your task is to defeat the enemy, preferably without killing, said for Hokage. I, Jiraiya, am the examiner of the 3rd stage. The first fight of Naruto Uzumaki against Hyuga Niji. The rest of you go to the stands. As soon as everyone left. Give up, you can't beat me, so it's decided by fate. Hyuga said. Naruto just sent ice senbons to Neji. The stands exploded, the genome of the Yuki clan at Jinchuriki. In the Kage Lodge, where did he get the Hayaten? Kage was asked. The stands. So he also has a genome? Shouted Sensei Team 7 and 6. In the arena. Neji began to spin to repel attacks. Then he was seized by chains because of the ice. 1. Naruto Uzumaki. Shouted Jiraiya, next Uchiha Sasuke vs Tenten. I will describe only some of the fights. The winner, Uchiha Sasuke. Rock Lee vs Gaara. The winner of Gaara. Temari vs Shikamaru. The winner is Temari. Kankuro vs Naruko. The winner is Naruko. Kiba vs Menma. The winner is Menma. Sakura vs Ino. Draw. Chuji passed just like that. The second round. Namikaze Menma vs Akamichi Chuji, announced Jiraiya, the winner, Namikaze Menma. Namikaze Naruko vs Temari. Naruko won. Sasuke vs Gaara. Gaara won. Naruto vs Menma. Menma gave up, knowing what his brother was capable of. The winner is Naruto. Naruko vs Gaara. Gaara won. The last fight. Naruto Uzumaki vs Dog no Gaara. The participants went down to the arena. Shall we dance? Uzumaki asked with a smile. Let's get started. Jiraiya shouted. The stands were silent. The meeting of two demons, two Jinchuriki. The fight will be very interesting. Gaara threw a pile of sand at the guy. But instead of Naruto there was a stone. Spikes flew out of the ground. The sand protected the one-tailed Jinchuriki. Then everyone saw Uzumaki singing in the sky, who was quietly descending. Gaara threw sand at the guy. Naruto and sparred in the fire. Not bad, Gaara-chan. But you can do better. Uzumaki scoffed. Boy, you're a corpse, Gaara's family thought. Sand is pouring into Naruto again. Uzumaki dodged and saw how the girl began to become one-tailed. Then Raza began to beat the Hokage. But then everyone heard. Black and red hole, summoning hands, shouted Uzumaki. A black hole appeared above the field, then from there the field hands took Raza and Gaara, but the Kazekage was released. Then the hands flew to Naruko and Sasuke. They tried to fight back, but it didn't work out. Others grabbed Kakashi and Itachi. After they were dragged to Naruto, he opened the portal and disappeared with the girls. The girls who found themselves in another world did not understand anything, and the main character was looking for a place where he could find Akatsuki. And so plus 2 genomes, Sharingan, Byakugan, and the result I have Renegan. Great, Uzumaki thought. Naruto, what the hell are you doing? The girls shouted, where is my Biju? Gaara asked, Zetsu told me not to take you. So I'll explain everything now, Uzumaki replied. You really try, said the girls, and so we start with the fact that I am the head of Uzumaki. You said that, Itachi said. Now I'm looking for a place where I can meet with Akatsuki. We have common goals with them, and which ones? Kakashi asked, collecting Biju. What? The girls shouted. Uzumaki silently released 9 black tails. Biju? Naruko asked with fear. Yes. I need Biju for their protection, and Akatsuki for eternal peace. I'm Jinchuriki, it's clear, but why do you need them? Gaara asked. You're not Jinchuriki anymore, don't forget. I'm not holding you. I know the plans of the Hokage and the clan heads for you, that's why I decided to take it. But if you want, you can go. What the hell are your plans, brother? You're crazy. Naruko shouted, don't tell me, sister, they plan to marry you to Shikamaru. Sasuke for Menma. Itachi, as far as I know, for Neji. Kakashi will just be left alone. Garu, I don't know, but if she stays, she will be killed for the loss of Biju and the weakening of the sand. So I wished for you and saved you. Further, as you want, I can let you go or you come with me. So think, after a few minutes of silence. I agree, said Gaara. Great, I almost found a place, Uzumaki replied. We are with you, the Uchiha thought. Me too, Kakashi supported. And I made Naruko's decision, so this is the place, now we will appear, said Naruto. After that, the company appeared somewhere in the forest. 3 men in red raincoats were walking to meet them. Is that them? Asked the redhead. Yes, Zetsu replied. Hello, Zetsu, Uzumaki greeted his colleague. And you're not sick, Naruto, replied Scarlet, I told you not to take strangers. Zetsu, don't forget, I can kill you on the spot. Moreover, they are with me. Don't fuss, okay, so be it. Have you finished your conversation? The guy with the piercing asked. Yes, Leader Sama, said Zetsu. Great. I, Pain, am the god of this world, laughter star. Pain, don't make me laugh, is it because of the eyes or something? The guy asked. Yes, I'm the only one who has re. Pain choked on air when he saw Rinnegan plus tails. Zetsu was somewhere in space, and the girl was in such a decent shock. Naruto's friends also blinked from the eyes. Where did you get them from? Everyone shouted. It's easy, I absorbed the chakra from Neji and got Byakugan. When I took the Uchiha, their chakra also came to me. The result is Rinnegan. Uzumaki explained. Wait, so that's why the hand took my father, you wanted his genome. Gaara reasoned. You think right, Uzumaki replied. So you can absorb the chakra and get genomes? The blue-haired woman asked. Yes, Conan. Do you have people with genomes in your organization? Yes, Pain replied, Conan owns the paper, and there is also Bakutan. Great, let's move out, time skip 3 hours. The company has reached the lair of the Akatsuki, we're here. Pain said, great. Where is that guy with the Bakutan? Asked Naruto. Calm down, Uzumaki, said Zetsu, okay, in the lair all the Akatsuki were standing in the common room. Leader Sama, did you call? The man who looked like a fish asked, yes, we have new team members. Introduce yourself. Pain said, Namikaze Naruko, Uchiha Sasuke, Uchiha Itachi, Hatake Kakashi, no Gaara's dog, Naruto Uzumaki. Are there a few of them? The blonde man asked, don't you want to introduce yourself? Uzumaki asked, Tsukuri Deidara is a guy with bangs. Hashige Kisame, a man with blue skin appeared. Haiden, said the gray-haired man. Kakuzu, said the closed guy. Akasuna no Sasori, said the doll guy. Naruto, Deidara has a Bakutan. Conan turned to the guy, got it. Naruto was in front of Deidara and touched him with his hand. After that, the yellow-haired man felt weak. What did you do? The guy shouted, I took away your chakra. Uzumaki calmly replied, why? The guy didn't calm down. Deidara, he took your chakra to get Bakutan, Pain said. But how? Everyone asked, except the girls. He has this genome ability, chakra gathering. When he absorbs it, he gets this person's Kekkei Genkai, Zetsu explained. Okay, and so, we begin the hunt for Biju. Your task is to catch Jinchuriki and drag him here. Naruto will do the rest. Why don't you just fucking kill them? Haiden shouted. Here Uzumaki released black tails. Then the chains of the head of the clan. As soon as you touch at least one bijou or hurt her, I'll kill her, Naruto said with a current of anger that the ten-tailed one was standing on the sidelines. Got it. Haiden said, scared to the point of a heart attack. That's good. So I'll go to bed, we'll start collecting tomorrow, Uzumaki said. All right, said Pain Conan, take the guest to his room. Okay. Taking the guy to the room. Conan said goodbye and left. Uzumaki lay down on the bed and passed out. In the subconscious. Naruto stood in front of the cage and saw such a picture. Kurama and One-Tailed fight in huge sizes. The guy saw this and went crazy, but a second later decided to stop the fight, stop fighting here. You are sisters, what are you so? Uzumaki shouted. So this is the man. What the hell, did you overprint me? One-Tail shouted. Sister, calm down. Kurama shouted. Yeah, he's your Kant. The roar did not let her finish. In front of Bijou stood a huge black fox with 9 claws. His eyes glowed red, his fangs were sharper than a knife. He was bigger than any tailed, any Susanoo, any statue. I said calm down, why yes. Naru, calm down, Kurama said. Good. Instead of a fox, a red-haired one appeared, the chicken turned into a man, looked very beautiful. The girl looked about 18 years old. Slender figure, fiery hair, chest size 4, elastic ass and 9 tails. Dressed in a red kimono, the one-tailed one also took on a human form. She looked a lot like Kurama. Only unlike her, the one-tailed one had sandy-colored hair, a chest of 3 sizes and 1 tail. She was dressed in a blue sand kimono. She looked about 18 years old. Well, what is the name of such a beauty? Naruto quipped. One-tailed was silent. Kurama watched this. She was wondering what Uzumaki would do to find out her sister's name. Naruto came close to Bijou. And you don't look bad. Why doesn't such a beauty say her name? Naruto spoke in a very sweet voice. One-tailed blushed, but remained silent. Are you silent? Well, why are you silent? Such a beauty and silent, disorder. Shikaku. Naruto Uzumaki, very nice, the guy said, smiling in all 32 teeth. Do you think you got to open the cage? Come on. Naruto tore off the seal and was about to turn the lock, but he was stopped. Uzumaki turned around and saw 3 Hokage. Naruto, are you Are you Bijou? Hiruzen shouted. Third Sama, I'll explain everything. After the explanation, I didn't think that Kushina and Minato would do that, Sarutobi drawled. Naruto, I will give you all the knowledge that I know. Hiruzen touched Naruto's forehead and disappeared. Uzumaki withstood all the knowledge. Then he opened the seal. Okay, Shikaku, I have to run after your sisters tomorrow, so don't be bored. Finally Uzumaki hugged the girls. And disappeared. Naruto woke up to a knock on the door. Kid, wake up. Haiden shouted, and go to the hall. Naruto reluctantly got up. I got dressed, washed my face and went to the gym. In the hall. And so everyone is assembled. Fine, Pain said, now Conan and I will name pairs and Bijou. Couples Itachi and Kisame are 4-tailed. Pain and Conan are 6-tailed. Deidara and Sasori are 3-tailed. Kakuzu and Haiden are 7-tailed. Kakashi, Gaara, Naruko and Sasuke are 5-tailed. Naruto is 8-tailed and 2-tailed. Can I take all the uzumaki from there? The red-haired man asked. Do what you want, the main one comes back with the tailed ones, Pain replied. As soon as everyone thought it over. Is everything clear to everyone? God asked. Why is this kid walking alone? The bomber asked. He is the only one of us who does not need to retype or catch a bijou, he just needs to touch the Jinchuriki. We will interfere with him, Zetsu explained. Any more questions? No, then let's move out, Pain ordered. Naruto opened the portal and disappeared into it. Great, now we need to find a place to get out. Shu, will you help me find your sisters? Good. 2 Kitsune shouted. After 5 minutes. That's the place. Uzumaki was delighted. After that, he left the portal and found himself in Kumo. After that, he started walking on the roofs of houses. Naru, there's an 8-tailed one 30 meters away from you. Kurama shouted. Raikage and his fighters are not around, hurry up. Shikaku shouted. Thanks, Uzumaki thanked his friends. Naruto reached Jinchuriki. And then he jumped to the ground. Here are the 8-tailed Jinchuriki. Yo, bro, from where T? A blow to the jaw prevented the rapper from finishing. There was a log in his place. Bai wanted to hit Uzumaki with his sword, but he repelled the blow with a decapitator, then a katana appeared. Blow, sparks, blow again. So it lasted until a blow from the claws flew into Uzumaki. He managed to dodge. And here's the 2-tailed one. Great, it remains to find Uzumaki and it's in the hat. From Naruto, Bijou chains are poured out. They grabbed the Jinchuriki and sucked out their chakra. The result of the Bijou at Akatsuki. But in principle the girl is very good. I'll take her with me. Then Uzumaki folded the seals, black and red hole. Naruto shouted. A ball appeared in his hand, then it flew into the sky. A black hole appeared above Kumo, after which streams of red energy appeared. A creature crawled out of the portal. It looked like this, the structure of the body is similar to a human, behind huge tentacles. 5 eyes, huge fangs. 4 hands with very sharp claws. Find me Uzumaki. Naruto shouted. The creature obediently went to look for the summoner's Soclanovites. After 1 minute, all Uzumaki stood around the head of the clan. We're leaving. As soon as Uzumaki recalled the technique, everyone entered the portal. Naruto's ring crackled. All the Akatsuki appeared in front of the guy. Leader Sama, can I go to Uzumaki Island now? The guy asked. If you have completed the mission, then yes, Pain answered shortly. Great, I have a Bijou, as well as one of the Jinchuriki, the guy gave a brief report. Well done, we just found the Jinchuriki. We will continue surveillance, Itachi said. Okay. The ring is disconnected. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go home. Naruto opened a portal in the port. All Uzumaki came out, followed by the hero himself with a 2-tailed Jinchuriki in his arms. Soclanovtsi, find us someone who can ferry us. Naruto turned to the clan. Good. After 1 hour, Naruto, there's another one of our clansmen over there and he's the captain of the box, said Karen. She was given to the Raikage after the second stage. Okay, Naruto approached the captain of the box. How much does it cost to get to Uzumaki Island? The clan chief asked. I take it you're the new Yuzukage? The old man asked. Yes, well, then for free. I will also supply you with food, the elder said. Great. Well, then, did you swim? Yes, Yuzukage-sama.as. Soon as everyone boarded the ship, they set off. After 2 hours, we have arrived. The captain shouted, "Okay," everyone left the box and went to the gate of the village. "We need your blood here, Naruto-sama." Someone from the crowd said. The head of the clan silently cut his finger. After that, everyone saw the barrier. It lit up green and immediately disappeared. Naruto walked up to the gate and opened it. The village was destroyed, but because of Fuin, nothing has aged. What was there? The children asked. They are the first to see their homeland at all. So we didn't know what was here. It will have to be restored. Mokutan, the construction of houses. Naruto shouted. The houses began to slowly return to their usual appearance. Uzumaki, do any of you own any elements? Yuzukage-sama, only the elders own the elements, and that's bad, said one of the old men. And shady cloning? No, understood. My clones will build and teach you the elements. Do you understand everything? Hi, great, choose your houses. I'll hold the residence for now. Naruto disappeared in Shunshin, leaving several hundred clones. Once in the residence, he began to look for something useful. He found scrolls of forbidden Fuin and a lot of money. After that, the guy before became half of Gato's money from his seal. Going into the main office, he saw a letter on the table. Uzumaki walked over and opened it. Dear descendant, if you are reading this letter, then we have lost. Konoha betrayed us. She is the force of the protective barrier from the village. Now you have to become an Yuzukage. Good luck to you. Ashina Uzumaki. After reading the letter, it burned. Total, +2 Biju, Jinchuriki and a ruined village, Naruto thought. Naruto wandered through the rooms of the residence, but found nothing. Then Uzumaki felt one of his clones disappear. Naruto appeared at the scene of the clone's death. Then he saw such a picture. 2 clones are holding the former Jinchuriki. Two-tailed, and so you still woke up, who are you? The girl shouted. I am the head of the Uzumaki clan, and what do you want from me? The girl asked, is it really Biju? I already have your Biju. I was interested in you. What's your name, pretty girl? Aha, what else? I won't say anything. The yellow-haired woman shouted. Well, if you want, I'll introduce myself first. Me, Naruto Uzumaki. Yujito ni. That's good. Well, I can take you back to Kumo. But I'm afraid you won't be welcome, because of the loss of Biju and the weakening of the cloud, Yujito thought. Well, what's your choice? I'm staying. The girl said firmly. Great, time skip 3 days. Naruto was currently sitting in the scroll vault. He was raking through all of Fuin's techniques. Just then his ring started to crack. In front of the guy were all Akatsuki. Pai K, where are you, with that ka, carrying? Haiden shouted. He's right, where are you now? Naruko asked. On the island. You're a moron, hashtag at hashtag asterisk, hashtag asterisk hashtag hashtag and, we are waiting for you for the 3rd day. Haiden shouted at the top of his voice. How am I supposed to know about you moron that you're already at the base? Naruto shouted. So calm down, Naruto, quickly to the base, ordered Pain. I'll be right there, the ring is disconnected. The head of the Shinchur clan rushed to Yujito. Yugi, it's time for us to go to the base. Good. Uzumaki opened the portal, but finally left 300 more clones. The order was simple to finish and strengthen the village. Akatsuki base, yes, where is this chalk? The hand on his face did not let Haiden finish. Who are you calling petty? Naruto asked. Calm down, you still have to extract the Biju. Everyone shouted. Naruto, who is this? Gaara drew attention to the girl behind the guy. After the story about Yujito. And so where are the Jinchuriki? Asked the fox. Now we will show, the team replied. After going through several rooms, Naruto was led into a room that looked like a dungeon. Here they are, Zetsu said. And so let's get started, Uzumaki said. The 11th Biju approached the three-tailed Jinchuriki. Uzumaki raised his hand to him and sucked out the chakra. And so it went with everyone. The result, the element of lava, a couple, 5 Biju and a beautiful girl, Naruto thought. And what to do with them next? Itachi asked. Haiden, do you want a gift? Jinchuriki asked. Well, what is it? You can sacrifice Jashina out of all of them, but don't touch the girl, or else. Do you understand? Thanks for the fitting, so be it, I won't touch the girl, Excel. Naruto grabbed his head. Some kind of house was going on in my head. Someone is yelling, someone is growling. What are you doing? Kakashi shouted. I'm going to lie down normally. Naruto teleported by the mark of the Thunder God. He lay down on the bed and fell into unconsciousness. In the subconscious, Naruto was freaking out from what was happening. Biju yell at each other. Uzumaki turned to Biju. Shut up everyone. The fox shouted. Why who else are you? Three-tailed shouted. Biju, who else? And stop yelling at me to get in the way, but there are only 9 of us from where there is another tail. Six-tailed shouted. So it's not clear that this is your Jinchuriki. Shikaku said. Great, our Jinchuriki, Biju, the 8-tailed mocked. The roar, the blow, all the tailed ones were standing in the distance. Did I tell you to shut up? Nine-tail asked. Why yes. Well, why don't we obey? A minute later. So I propose to become people. The fox turned into a red-haired guy. Kurama and Shikaku also turned into people. The Biju have not stood for much yet, but they have taken on a human form. They were like Kurama and Shikaku. The two-tailed one was distinguished by fiery blue hair, with 2 tails and a chest of 3 sizes. She was dressed in a blue and black kimono. The 3-tailed one looked the same as the others, only with 3 tails, with gray hair and a chest of 3 sizes. She is dressed in a gray-maroon kimono. The 4-tailed one had red hair, 4 tails and a 3.5 size chest. Dressed in a red and gray kimono. The 5-tailed one had white hair, 5 tails, and a 3.7 size chest. Dressed in a white kimono. 6-tailed is very similar to her sister. Light blue hair, 6 tails, chest size 3.7. She is dressed in a light blue kimono. I was 7-tailed with gray-yellow-orange hair, 7 tails and a size 4 chest. She is dressed in a gray-yellow-orange kimono. 8-tailed, with light pink hair, 8 tails and a chest of 4 sizes. Kimono is the same as the hair. Naruto already has a nosebleed, almost went, yes, what are such beautiful demonomy called? Biju opened his mouth. We will not give you strength. Everyone shouted. Meanwhile, Kurama and Shikaku were sitting under a tree and watching. So why do I need your power? I have plenty of my own, why should I arrange such a concert? 4-tailed asked. That we would be friends. And not only, the last guy spoke softly. While Biju was thinking, the guy moved to them. So what's your answer? Dark Biju asked with a smile. Introduce yourself first. 7-tailed said. I, Naruto Uzumaki. Biju stood like that for a while longer. Matatabi, said the 2-tailed one. Isabu, called 3-tailed. Son Goku, the 4-tailed one replied. Kaku, said the 5-tailed. Saiken, said the 6-tailed one. Chumi, the 7-tailed one spoke out. Gyuki, the eight-tailed one, replied. That's how we met. And you were shy. Uzumaki said loudly. So what are we going to do? Gyuki asked. You don't mind if I sit here with you, do you? Naruto asked the question. No, the Biju replied. Well, then we'll find something to do. Shu, and why did you drive to us? Now we'll learn something. The blonde really wanted to get close to Biju, so he's ready for anything for them. Naruto stayed in the subconscious for about 3 days, but in reality he slept for 1 day, morning. Akatsuki Base. Naruto, Pain-sama is calling you, Conan said. I'll be right there. Uzumaki got up, did water procedures and went to the leader. Did you, Pain? The guy asked. Naruto, come with me. Uzumaki followed him without a word. A few minutes later he went into the room where there was a living corpse. Who are you? Jinchuriki asked. Uzumaki. Nagato or Pain? Uzumaki. Are you from my clan? The guy was surprised. Yes. Naruto approached Nagato and offered his hand to him. A green chakra came out of the hand. After a few minutes, Nagato looked much younger and more lively. What? Uzumaki Sr. shouted. You are safe, healthy and alive. And by the way, can I go in search of Uzumaki? Okay. And thank you. You're welcome. Naruto entered the portal. He ended up in a willow tree, and so, we need to find Uzumaki. Girls, can you help me? Biju asked. Okay, I heard from my head. Naruto was jumping on the roof of houses. Naru, there are Uzumaki over there. Kurama and Shikaku shouted, thanks. Jinchuriki decided to simply move to the clansmen. Uzumaki. Zamnoi, if you want to go home. 2,000 people followed the guy. After everyone came in, Naruto decided to make a gift to the village. He created 10 clones and sent them to lay everything with clay and explosive seals. Naruto closed the portal and moved to the village. They met new people there and explained everything. While the new Uzumaki were getting used, the clones in the willow scattered. The guy moved into the vault. There he took half of the money from the treasury, and Zetum folded the seal. Screams and explosions could be heard all over the willow. Biju moved quickly before he was blown up. The result, plus Uzumaki, 30 milliliters, in weakening of willow. Perfect, the guy thought. Time skipped 3 months. In 2 days, Uzukage managed to transfer all the Akatsuki to the whirlpool. Naruto also got all the mist swords. Today there was a meeting of 5 Kage, or rather 6, as Naruto put the village quite high in military terms. In the academy, they taught elemental techniques and Fuin. There were also ordinary techniques without elements, but instead of illusory clones, they taught shadow ones. There was a course on Reinin and on the censor, on the spy. Also, children and adults were taught to use katanas, senbons, kunai, shuriken. Even a child without a chakra became a very good samurai. People were taught to be merciless on the battlefield and by themselves in the village. The weapon was made of chakra-productive metal. The armor could withstand the techniques of any element, but still not very powerful. In general, Naruto developed the village very much compared to others. Naruto was standing in front of the portal with Nagato and Kisame walking with him. Let's move out. The village head commanded. Hi. Once in the land of jellyfish, they went to the meeting place. There was some noise. When they came in, they paid attention to them. Who else are you? Minato shouted. The second Uzukage. Is this damn village still alive? Reikage shouted. I restored it. Wait, these are members of the Akatsuki. Sasuke shouted. Yes, they are my subordinates, and what's next? So it was you who stole all the biju, and left by without strength. Yes, I love you, hit. Dust. There was a nine-tailed guy standing in front of everyone. Mifune-san, can I regard this as a declaration of war? Why yes. Great, then I declare the Fourth World War shinobi. Naruto disappeared with the company after the disappearance of Uzumaki. Other heads decided to create a shinobi alliance. Everything goes according to the canon, only to the place of Naruto, Menma. Let's go straight to sealing the ten-tailed in Uzumaki. In the subconscious. In front of Naruto was a huge tree-like creature. It was growling like a mad thing. The other biju were silent in the corner. The ten-tailed one wanted to kill the tailed ones already, but a huge black fox stood in front of her. The battle was short-lived, after 5 minutes on the tail of the Uzumaki chain. Naruto was very tired, she had more strength because of the tails. The sisters also tried to help, but it didn't work. The tree was almost destroyed by the subconscious. Not knowing how to stop her, Naruto tried to touch her. Uzumaki felt a kind of emptiness, as if she wasn't alive. After a short pause, the guy returned to the real world. Zetsu. What do you want? Black replied. Do we really want to print your mother? If so, what did your mother do to the 10 tails? She ate the fruit of the chakra, And what to do with it? I know her, calm her down. And don't get in the way. Now we will put the plan into action. I hope you're not lying. But if so, I'll kill you, Uzumaki said and sank into the subconscious. There he was not surprised, the ten-tailed dog did not let up and tried to escape, but it did not work. Hey! The biju turned to look at him. Do you need a chakra? Well, take it. Uzumaki had a chakra fruit in his hand. After that, the guy came up and gave it to the ten-tail. There's exactly as much as Zetsu's mother took. Naruto was getting worse and worse. The whole chakra came out of him. After giving the fruit to the tree, he fell senseless. In an unknown place. Bravo, you didn't do a bad job, student, Himitsu said. What are we going to do with him? The man with the strange-looking mask asked. Sensei, who is this? It's too early for you to know. But for starters, it's time for you to wake up. Himitsu touched Uzumaki's forehead, then Naruto disappeared without a trace. In the subconscious, Biju did not believe that Jinchuriki had died. They almost disbelieved, but after 1 minute they got out of consciousness. Literally after that Naruto became. There were mini spheres like black holes all around. Then red pieces of inertia came out of the spheres. As a result, many black and red holes appeared. The aura was very heavy. In the eyes appeared first Byakugan, then VMSH, then Renegan, then Rene Sharingan, and in the end a red animal pupil, and the eye itself was black. Ten-tail was in shock. Naruto began to slowly move towards the ten-tails. Take a human form, the guy commanded. A girl with Drevesny hair, 10 tails, and a size 5 chest was already standing in front of Uzumaki. She was dressed in a grey Drevesno kimono. She looked at the guy, not understanding how a person, having lost all the chakra, could live, so also restore the SCC. Well, will we talk normally or will you fight like this? Naruto looked at her with a blank stare that chilled to the goosebumps. Okay, what's your name, Jubi, Naruto Uzumaki? And what are we going to do? Can I go outside? Yes, just don't kill the other tailed ones. Jubi nodded and disappeared from her subconscious. Naruto stood for 5 minutes. Then he disappeared. In the real world, the alliance defeated Zetsu, but against Madara with the strength of Otsutsuki and 10-tailed ones were not toothless to anyone. But the resurrected Kage by the 1,000-handed truth somehow fought back. When suddenly everyone saw a huge portal. From there appeared Kaito, Zoko, Futo, Mizo, Rainier, Mido and Gardo. They were terrifying to everyone. As a result, Kaguya appeared a couple of minutes later. But then everyone froze, even the gods from the portal. A huge creature with 10 tails came out of the ground. Taller than the gods of the black hole, with tails as if made of iron. The head of a huge dragon. The body was black as night, fire was coming from the mouth. Huge arms and legs, gigantic wings behind. It was Naruto. He soared into the sky, and landed on the battlefield. The people's efforts were so strong that no one could move. Tsukiyomi was cancelled, as if he had never been. And so, either you put down your weapons now or you will not live. The voice was like a creature from hell. As soon as everyone put down their weapons, Naruto continued. Either you get the hell out of here now, or... There was no one on the battlefield anymore. Cowards. So what should I do with you? Who are you? Nagato shouted. Oh, I'm sorry. Naruto appeared in front of everyone's village. But how did you survive? Kurama shouted, almost crying. It's a long story. And now it's time to go to the village. Click. And everyone is standing in the main square. And now, you can also celebrate. Naruto shouted joyfully. In a year. During this time, Naruto married his girls. The Whirlpool village has become the strongest village. In the village of List, Menma became Hokage and married Hinata. Today, the ambassadors from Konoha have a meeting with Uzumaki to sign peace between the villages. In a few days, the ship of the Kanakovs sailed to the shore. The Namikaze family, Shikamaru and several elders came out from there. The Uzumaki family met them at the gate. Hello, Uzumaki-sama, Menma, let's not do this, said Naruto. All right, brother. Well, let's go to the village. Naruko said. Shinobi went to the village. Walking through the village, they came to the academy. Brother, isn't this too much for children? Menma preyed on future genins. This is the most common training, ordinary. Not every chunin can do this in our country. Menma was more and more amazed, and children without a chakra, what do they do then? Learn samurai business. We usually send them to the country of iron, so to speak, to learn from the best. Uzumaki replied. The Kanakovites were in shock, as Haydn would say, and so they passed until evening. Family escort the guests to the hotel. And my brother and I will go to the residence. Naruto and Menma went to Uzumaki's office. Well, what's the good old thing? The head of the Whirlpool asked. Come on. There's nothing to do. Naruto took sake out of the seal. Pouring a drink into glasses, the brothers started a conversation. How's Konoha? As usual. Do you know how hard it is to be a Hokage? Menma sighed. There is no time for a family at all. Have you tried using clones for work? Of course I'll try, but I don't think it will be effective. How are your fanatics? Don't remind me. Horror. Sakura, as she was a fool, remained running after me. Suddenly I want to cheat on my wife. It's better with Ino, she married Saya. 1010 married Niji, yes. You're having fun. And don't tell me, listen, but how can I improve the indicators of genins? Well, look. This continued until late at night. Naruto and Menma drank 5 bottles of sake. They learned to hike from Tsunade. A week later, the brothers said goodbye. And they left for Konoha. This is the story of Naruto Uzumaki, the king of Biju.